bitches, what's wrong?
Hello everybody. So in this video I am showing you like this kind of zoom in, zoom out transition, and quickly basically what I'm doing here is I am scaling my clips up by 1, so the base is 100 usually. When you first start your video it's going to be 100 usually, and you're just going to up it by 1, so 101. And when you're doing the motion tile, yes, when you're doing the kind of motion tile trick is what I call it, you're gonna export it after your files and put them in. When you add shake and you scale it down to, you go into the shake control and you scale it down to 0.5, basically it won't have any reflection lines, which you can see here it's clear, it looks smooth, nice, where in some videos you'll have the reflection lines and that can be pretty annoying. So if you have those, just basically copy what I did in that first clip there. Now I will be going through and using Shift Control D at once to cut everything, slice everything. Usually I just right click and click slice, but I was kind of like, you know what, today we're going pro, haha. So now I will be basically zooming in. After I finish this last one, I will be zooming in to try and find my like zooming in with the regular scale for the video, not the shake scale, the regular scale. And I thought, well, 100 is the base, maybe it's 100. And then I thought, oh, well, maybe 200 is the base. 200 ended up being too zoomed in, so I zoomed it out until I thought I found something that was basically the full clip, and I put it as 130 for this, but it and I add that to every clip because that is going to be my base now, not 100. So when I edit things and I want them to be at base level like this, it's going to be 130, not 100. But I ended up seeing some motion lines in like the reflection lines in the video, and I ended up changing the scale to 133 because I myself just would rather have the video be reflected when needed, and I didn't need for this part to be reflected here. Some people enjoy that is their style, and that is totally fine. I don't have a problem with it, I just, in my edits, I dislike the way that it can sometimes look, so, you know, going through and editing everything to be 133. So basically what happens right before the editing, which is about to come up, is my Hitfilm crashed because I was giving it so much to do and I wasn't giving it time to load. So be wary of that, always save, which I ended up doing. So like after every edit, which is why my mouse randomly goes up to save. Here I'm going to the scale, putting one at the front, one at the end, and one just like left of the middle, not too far of the middle, but left. That one will be my base. I keep it as 133. The one on the left at the start will be 1000, and the one all the way to the right will be 800. So something for some reason you can't see here, which I will put up, is the basically is the this little drag and right click, and you go down to, I can't exactly remember what it's like, temporal something, and you hover over it, and then you go to smooth, which basically what I'm doing here, and it'll get everything smooth like this. So you have the round value graph, and then you just come down here and copy what I'm doing for the value graph. You're going to want to go skip to 7 minutes, unless you want to watch me edit and literally copy every single thing I do, because I can be a big perfectionist when it comes to editing. And so I'm sitting here redoing this over and over again, and then it was fine. And then I made it worse on accident trying to make it smoother, but it was fine at the beginning. So I ended up changing it, and it looks alright now. Obviously I'm still getting used to Hitfilm, so I've had Hitfilm for a really long time, but I just started editing like this, so. But yeah, this basically goes on for like another minute, and I'm just kind of watching what's going on. So that button I keep pressing is right next to the pause button, is the rendering button. And what the rendering button does is it renders it. It makes it look smooth, like it were, like if I had exported it and it was its own MP4 file. Not much to it other than that, just kind of making sure it looks smooth. And it starts where the orange line is. And I'm just going back to kind of rewatch what I was doing. Doesn't take much to get used to this. You kind of have to be a little flexible, and obviously your edit's going to be pretty different. So ignore that. But I put one as 8 and the other as -8, and then I basically click this thing that makes it smooth. And then for the positioning, I had one at the start and then basically in the middle where I put the other one just to make it, pretty smooth. And for the first position, I put it as 150, I think 150 for both of them. And then for the middle one, I put 10. And then you're going to drag over those 3, click. Every single time you do this smooth thing, you want to drag over them, click or right click, and then go down, click the temporal, and then you go to the value graph and just kind of copy what I'm doing. Here I use the anchor. You don't have to do this. I use the anchor point just because I want to focus it on a specific part of the video. Specific part of the clip, and then drag it up to somewhere else so it starts somewhere, ends somewhere, and then you're going to make that smooth again with the drag, right click, that whole. so I put one in the middle, like my base, which is 133. I put that in the middle somewhere, you know, not exactly the middle, but a little to the left of the middle. And then at the end, I put just about the full screen. So for me, that's 67. You don't want it to go out, but you want it to go kind of in the, kind of like, you know, centered. So fit to frame still. You don't want the black showing behind. But I didn't put that exactly on the start of the clip. I put it to the a little left of the start of the clip. Not too far, but a little to the left. And then I end up, although it doesn't have it right now, but I end up putting the last keyframe at the end of the clip. And once again, I make it all smooth. So it looks pretty good right now. I don't know if I want to add a little spice to it for the shaking or for the anchoring positions. Probably could have been nice to just keep it the way it is, but I wanted it to look cool. I didn't think it was as smooth, so if you want to follow me and what I do here, you can for sure do that. And it's basically just me, once again, going through these and, you know, just kind of making sure they look smooth. I didn't even realize I did this. I make that 1,000 there. Depending on how far away your character is, you can make it 800, 700, maybe not as close up there, but I wanted it to come in kind of faster, like a faster zoom, which I probably could have done over the value graph or something like that, but it also kind of zooms in on his face, and I really enjoy that. So I think that's one of the reasons why I kept it, and then kind of also forgot that it was there. So instead of going 150 for these, I go negative for both of them. And then for the rotation, I go -828. So it's the opposite from what it was last time. And then make sure for each of these you drag over them, right click, and make them all smooth. Except for the scaling, we already worked on that, so don't drag over the scaling. I'm probably saying what you guys already know not to do, but it's better. I don't know why I zoomed in on his face. I was just kind of messing around, I guess. So I'm making sure it looks smooth, looks nice. You could go into the value graph, change a few things. I don't think I do, because I think it looks fine already, or whatever. But here's where I start doing the anchoring point. And if you don't do this, then this is the end of the video for you. If you would like to on your clip, then you can kind of watch how I do it and adjust it to whatever you'd like for your clip. Do not move the actual video around, because that will cause it to go to the position and not the anchoring. So you want to go down to the actual place where it anchors, and you want to move it specifically like in the control, if that makes sense, not the video. And make it all smooth, of course, again. But yeah, that's basically it. I'll probably post a few more of these. Who knows when I'm actually going to be editing and finishing this Shigaraki edit. I think I will, because I have a friend who is a massive simp for Shigaraki. I'm like, he's crusty, and I'm like, there, I like, he's okay, he's pretty hot, but he's not like, I don't know, it's weird. They are weird. They're very weird. So this you can actually, one of the ways I learned is not from Hitfilm editors, though I will be showing kind of what I do. Like, I will be one of those Hitfilm editors that actually like teaches you, and not one of them who's like there but doesn't teach, you know? Cause Hitfilm, actually, the editing is a lot like After Effects, like most, but especially the way they both work. And there's a ton of things they do share, though After Effects, obviously, there's a greater, you know, the quality and rendering and things like that, and actual editing and the smoothness of the video. Obviously those are better, but film is a really nice way to edit for free. I will say that I watched when I was kind of learning how to do these raw transitions, I was watching After Effects videos because they are very similar, but I had to be flexible with the way I wanted the videos to work, like with the way I wanted the edit to work. I had to be flexible, and I had to kind of understand what I was doing and what they were doing, kind of have to understand the concept of everything. But yeah. So there is my edit, and that is how it works, and maybe I'll do some more editing tutorials. Hopefully I will, but bye.